Hi guys, and welcome to Turf Morehouse TV. I'm Dan, and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. So we were due a Newcastle fan on the channel, and he has unfortunately had to leave 5 minutes prior to us going on air due to a circumstance which is it's up to him, which is fair enough. I totally understand, and I just hope that everything's okay. But yeah, we are here. It is tonight. Newcastle versus Burnley at St James's Park, and I mean it's the Carabao Cup. It's a cup, Burnley and a cup in the same sentence. It just doesn't go together. We might have a few guests pop in, so do bear with us. I have put a few things out there, and potentially one or two people may join. We will see. First of all, we will take a couple of comments going straight back up to the start. We have Mark who says, first, smash a like, comment, and please make sure to subscribe to Dan. He may support Burnley, that is true. Everybody says that. But trust me, he isn't as boring as Dashball, which is what you'd see tonight. Big up, mate. I'm off to Newport versus Saints, and good luck. Yeah, good luck to Newport as well tonight, mate. Go and knock one of those big sides out of the tournament. Up the Clarets or up the Cherries, as we said the other week. But yeah, I'll take it as up the Clarets, mate. Kate, also my other half, thank you very much for the birthday stuff you've done for me recently. I turned the big 3-0 yesterday. Don't know whether I said. I did sort of put it out all over social media. I think I was craving and loving the attention. Don't get me wrong, I really was. But yeah, she's also said, remember to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and get your comments in. Let's get Turf Morehouse TV to 200 subscribers. And she's right. Let's get us to that 200 mark. See how we go. Mark says, yes, Kate, jumping on before I leave. The missus says that I'm slacking, which is just bog standard because I'm always slacking, to be honest. Let's have a look. Paul said, yay, a light ring. Yeah, I know. Now I just need contact lenses, mate, so I don't have to deal with this looking like I've got, another pair of glasses on. It's ridiculous. But yes, it was a birthday present. And I thought, you know what, bugger it. I'm going to try it out tonight. So that's why it is being put to use. Mike, can I jump on to give my thoughts? Of course you bloody can. I've sent you the link on Twitter. So to your inbox on Twitter. So get yourself in. Give us your thoughts on some of the games that are being played. As I say, I have sent you the StreamYard link, so do get yourself in. Doug says, sorry, I'm down at Tesco's at the moment. Haha. Otherwise, I would have jumped on. That's fair enough, Doug. Honestly, we've all got to nip to Tesco's every now and again, mate. We've all got to do that big shop. Or if you're working, who knows? Who knows? Hee, come on, check that the corner. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with it. A bit of sham morning in here, is there? A bit of MJ. And Mark says, "Can I come on, Dan?" Again, yeah. As I said, mate, I have sent you the StreamYard link to your inbox on Twitter. So get yourself in. We can chat about Newport Saints. We can chat about Newcastle Burnley. But guys, as I say, Burnley and Cups, they go together like chalk and cheese, mate. It doesn't work. We are notorious for being knocked out. In fact, it was only yesterday I was reflecting over over my birthday, the fact that 5 years ago we were knocked out of this very cup by Accrington Stanley, and even 5 years ago it wasn't a birthday to remember, but somehow I do still remember it. Wasn't the best, as I say, but hey ho, there you go. Just one of those. Newcastle, though. You're looking at Newcastle, to be quite honest, and they have not won against Premier League sides for 7 years now in this tournament. So, who knows? Who knows? I think it is going to be a battle of the kids. Of course it is. Newcastle aren't going to go full strength. Burnley aren't going to go full strength either. So we will just see how it pans out. As Mrs. says, yesterday wasn't a birthday to remember either. I won't go into it too much. But yeah, it was certainly one that I will remember, but for all the wrong reasons. But anyhow, it was fun. We made up for it. Went out for a nice spot of tea, and that was brilliant. So, guys, do get your comments in. Do get in your predictions, score predictions. Who do you think will start, etc. And Mike is in his heels.
Hello, big up, big up.
How's it doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. What about yourself? Happy
I'm all
birthday,
right.
by the way. I wanted to say it on camera. I know it was yesterday, but
Hey,
big
no,
up.
cheers. Honestly, it was very, very stressful yesterday. We
I
we
can
wanted
imagine.
we wanted to go somewhere, and we wanted to go out for the day. I'd even booked the day off work, and we ended up being in a collision on the motorway. So
Oh, never.
yeah, luckily it was just a wing mirror that got hurt. We were all okay.
Luckily, it's just something
Luckily, yeah.
natural that happens. A wing mirror,
Oh
wing
yeah, of
mirror
course it
falls
were. Of
off.
course it were. That's the thing. We've just spent the rest of my birthday driving around Stockport and Oldham to look for
Oh,
a wing mirror.
beautiful.
You know, of all the places to start driving around, you know, I feel like I'm wearing sunglasses with these. What's all this? It's like Sonic's going to come collect these rings from my eyes in a minute.
I've got the the ring light here, but luckily I don't have glasses, so it doesn't.
Yeah, that's it. I'm
Come
screwed.
through.
I take these off though and start taking comments, and that's it. I'm not going to be like, who's reading this? Honestly, mate,
Yeah.
I'll be done for.
But hey, what are you looking forward into? I can't even speak. What I was meant to say is, you know, how are you feeling ahead of this game? Then are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of years back, Burnley and Newcastle, they always seem to never come up against each other. The season we got promoted, they got relegated. Everyone was saying, even my mate's dad was saying, we've not played Newcastle for like 30 odd years. And then the first time we ever played them, we drew 3-3 in the Premier League at their place. And, you know, that we're a New Year's Day fixture. We're a good away day that. I think I ended up with a dodgy tummy by end at night. But either way, I lost my bank card as well. So, you know, it's a good night when that happens.
I hope that doesn't happen tonight. I hope that doesn't happen tonight.
It definitely won't. It shouldn't do. It shouldn't do. It's saying that though, it's Newport. If you beat Southampton, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's going to make for a good fixture. Yeah, when?
Not if.
Yeah.
Well, what's your score prediction for Newcastle Burnley then? I mean, like you said, I was listening before I was joining and saying, you know, how Burnley don't care about the cup. I mean, come on, if Steve Bruce goes out to win this, I think Newcastle fans will want him axed because he needs to focus on keeping them in the bloody league.
Of course he does. Of course he does. And that's what I think they're worrying about Newcastle, because you know they'll be quick enough to say if they get through, okay, finally, you know, we want Sunderland in the next round, blah blah blah. We're not too fussed. Morecambe knocked Blackburn out, so we don't give a shit who we get in the next round, to be honest.
And Morecambe got knocked out by Preston. It was a bloody Lancashire triangle.
It's been very, very interesting. I'm just looking forward to, you know, seeing some of the kids get a bit of game time, because I say the kids, I mean practically our bench, because we've got no bugger else. So it's definitely a tough one. Karaji has said 3-1 to Newcastle. I mean,
I'll take that.
I mean, I'd rather focus on staying in the division. I think Newcastle will as well, which is why it's probably going to be a proper dull affair. But
Arsenal got to focus on staying in the division as well, so they'll want to get knocked out tonight to West Brom.
Yeah, even then it's going to be a struggle for them to try and stay in the league. So, Christ.
Yeah, but
Arsenal fans should support a proper team like Newport or Burnley or something, shouldn't they?
a team that doesn't ask for their manager out after every result, because that's one thing that really is annoying. But weirdly enough, obviously I won't be able to watch the game at all, because obviously A, I'm going to a game, and B, I don't think it's on TV at all.
No, it's not. Funnily enough, they're playing the Championship fixture, aren't they? Arsenal West Brom.
Yeah, they are preparing the yo-yo team. To be honest, I was quite. I know it's going to sound biased, but I'm surprised they didn't put our game on. To be truthfully honest, but
yeah,
you know, it is what it is. But I will actually be looking out for. I won't care about West Brom Arsenal, but I'll actually be looking out for your score, because, like you say, both teams don't really care. Retro's in; he's a Newcastle fan. Both teams don't really care about the cup. It's going to be weird, because it's going to be a tennis game. They're playing at St James's Park. They may as well be playing down the road in bloody Wimbledon. They're not going to be caring about who wins. But
no, I agree. Retro, if you're about, give us a shout. Get yourself in. You know, that'd be good. Get yourself back in. See what we'll have a chinwag. You can give your perspective on Newcastle. Yeah. If you're available. Obviously, Paul is hoping for a stream on HG. I won't announce the website on here.
I don't know. Homegrown.
Yeah. Yeah,
Homegrown.
exactly.
But yeah, I can understand your thoughts, Paul.
Yeah.
Someone might have done that a few times this season.
I was thinking he was saying it was about like maybe a dodgy Newcastle site. I'm hoping for a stream on. How are you, Geordies?
And welcome back to the Hawaii Geordies podcast. Newcastle United take on Burnley in the Carabao Cup sitting round.
And we're going to get beat week in, week out. Don't worry, St. Maximum. You're doing great, son. You're doing great.
Ashley out, man. Ashley out. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a weird game, like you say, because both teams don't really care. So that's the only reason I'm going to look out for it, because it's going to be interesting to see if like it's a 0-0, a 1-1, or weirdly enough, if one team, fly away with it. Because sometimes in these games, you see like a 3 or 4-0 scoreline out of the blue, like Norwich-Bournemouth yesterday. Norwich need to focus on staying in the league. Bournemouth need to focus on getting up. And I thought it was going to be, 0-0, 1-1, and it was 6-0. So, I mean, I think, it was 6-0. It was 5-0 towards the end, and then they scored. So maybe we could see like a 3 or 4-0 Burnley. Well, 1-0 Burnley we'll go with. Or a 3 or 4.
The usual 1-0.
Yeah, for some reason, I think, I don't know what Newcastle's backup players are, but I think your backup players probably might be better than theirs, because I know they've got quite a few players out as well, which is what I'm fingers crossed for Southampton tonight. But hopefully James Ward-Prowse doesn't play tonight, because that'll just be heartbreak.
He's the only player they've still got in it that's half decent. Everybody else buggered off.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Newcastle Burnley aside, obviously you've got the Saints tonight on home soil. You looking forward to it?
Mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. This is the first time in 535 days. I calculated it earlier. 535 days that we've had a full capacity stadium at Rodney Parade. And I don't know what it is, but every time I've got goosebumps now just mentioning it. But there's just something in the air. The city looks bright as well. That everyone's up for it. And I was walking home earlier at like bloody 2:00, and everyone's bouncing like, and there's 7 hours till kick off, 5 hours till kick off. I could just see it happening. It's the magic of the cup. It's not.
You know what's going to happen, don't you? You know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be like a shithouse 90th minute Kevin Ellison 1-0 winner, innit? Or something like that.
Mate, don't. Oh my god!
You just know what's coming.
In front of the Bisley as well, right where I'll be sat. It's one of those where, because I went to Brighton Cardiff yesterday. At the Cardiff City Stadium. I went in the Brighton end, of course. I'm not going in the other end. And I was like, right, I don't know what to expect. Carabao Cup second round. Brighton want to focus on the league, but my God, their fans were unreal. Like it was, and they were loud. They were up for it. And I'm worried if that's what Southampton are going to be like tonight. Because yes, they want to focus in the league, but a cup run for a mid-table to bottom league Premier League team is still crucial, and I think that is going to be like one thing that I'm worried about. Hopefully they come to it and they say, look, if we do get through this, if we do get to maybe like a quarter final or maybe get to Wembley or something, it'd be nice, it'd be brilliant, but we want to focus on the league, and I've prayed that all day really, that's what their mentality is going to be like. But if I rock up there later 7:00 and it's James Ward-Prowse, McCarthy, Walker Peters, Bednarak, I'm going to be like, right, let's go back home. Guys, back home and listen on radio.
No, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, even so, though, to be fair, Southampton have always been known for having sort of a very well,
squad.
A very good squad, very good youth system. As you say, they brought through the likes of Bale, Walcott, Luke Shaw. There's a lot of decent players that have come out of that academy, and they've gone on to better things. Obviously, James Ward-Prowse. So, do you fear, even if they do play the kids, that there's still a chance of, not annihilation? I won't use that word, but a chance of the fact that they'll still go out there and play with confidence, thinking that they can still win this game.
Well, that's the mentality I had going into the Brighton game yesterday when I went to Cardiff Brighton. I mean, I seen the Brighton team when I was outside the ground. I was like, what? Literally couldn't recognise half of that Brighton team, and they were all over Cardiff, who were a full strength championship side. It was Cardiff, apart from one or two, it was Cardiff's full strength team. And that's what I always worry in a cup, because when you give these, and this transfers over to Burnley, Newcastle as well. When you give rotation players a chance, they're not going to think, right, okay, give me one game in the Carabao Cup. If we lose, we're out. That's my season done. Wait to the FA Cup. They're going to think, if I can put a quality performance in here today, I'll put my name in contention for playing the next league game. And I think that's what rotation players have the mentality of. And no matter what team Southampton play, whether it's not going to be this, but whether it is like they're under 23s and maybe one or two first teamers, every single one of those under 23s are going to be like, right, we want to get into that first team. We don't want to be playing one game in the Carabao Cup, potentially lose, and one game in the FA Cup, potentially lose. That's 2 games a season. They want to be playing consistent football. And even, like I said, with the Burnley rotation players tonight, they're going to want to go out there. Whether it is rotation, I don't know. It might be, a full-strength team. We don't know. But whether it is rotation, they're going to go out there thinking, right, because I'm sure Pope won't start. So whoever starts in goals,
Hennessy, Wayne Hennessy,
yeah, he'll probably think to himself, I don't want to just have 2 or 3 games a season. I'm going to knock Nick Pope off his perch. I'm going to go in there, have a performance clean.
He was solid pre-season with Wayne Hennessy. He was solid. Obviously we signed him, and
he's a solid pickup.
That's what I've said to a lot of people. A lot of people have said that, and I've said it myself. That we loaned out Bailey Peacock-Farrell to Sheffield Wednesday, and he's done shit up there already. He's already got like 4 or 5 clean sheets. Exactly, he actually obviously saved a penalty at the weekend. He's already a Sheffield Wednesday hero at the moment. And then, Hennessy's solid backup for Pope, in my opinion. I mean, we've already played Newcastle once this season. We played them in a behind closed door friendly at the Turf, beat them 1-0. But obviously, it's a Wednesday night up in Newcastle, under the lights in an intimidating stadium when it's full. So who knows? As I say, it'll be a great night for the kids if it is both teams playing kids. But yeah, I do think Hennessy's definitely got to be the starter in this game. If it was somebody, like say we're playing someone like Accrington or Oldham or something like that, then potentially we'd probably put Will Norris in. But if I've got one thing to say to Dash, and in regards to playing Will Norris, don't.
Oh my god! I will. The one thing I will say as well is, like, I know it's the Carabao Cup, and I know I know the FA Cup. Out of the 2 cups, whatever cup you want to go for a run in, it's always the FA Cup. The FA Cup's got the history. It's better. It's more magical. It's where dreams and fairy tales are made.
Of course.
So the Carabao Cup is sort of just brushed under the carpet, and rightly so, in my opinion. I don't think it's notoriously known for being, the major competition.
It's more of a fan for a team like yours, like Newport. It's the games that the higher reputation teams that you come up against. The bigger the gate receipts, the bigger the prize money if you can get past them. So it's almost like a windfall for those teams, a bit further down the pyramid. But when it comes to actually, teams like us, it's a case of, as much as we say, Dash doesn't give a shit about cups, there has got to be a point where he should, because, I mean, we've been knocked out by Lincoln, we've been knocked out by Accrington, it's not fair play to those teams that have beaten us because they've took that extra windfall. But ideally, we're not going to be challenging for any titles. If anything, we should be looking for, a solid mid-table position and a good steady run in the cup. Yeah, I mean, who's to say that a good steady run in the cup doesn't lead on to anything more? Yeah,
and I think you're in a lucky position tonight. I hate this phrase, but this is technically a free hit, and you can hit me off the stream if you don't like that phrase. But I think you're in a situation where you've got Newcastle, or a Premier League team. It's not a case of resting players and being humiliated by a League One, League Two team. It's more of a fact that you're thinking to yourselves, the league is your bread and butter. That's where you get judged on as a manager, as a player. Get judged on how you do over a 38 or 46 game season prior to EFL or Premier League. You get judged on that performance. Whatever you do in the cup is a bonus. You could remember Wigan Athletic. They won the FA Cup and got relegated. So they brought the income and the sort of the popularity, the novelty of winning the FA Cup, but then they've lost all the prize money from the Premier League. So it's one of those where, like, obviously,
got to find that fine balance, aren't you?
Yeah. And I think, you know, maybe if you are to get knocked out by Newcastle, I don't think Burnley fans are gonna, you know, cry or lose sleep over it tonight. But you know, if you were to get to maybe like the third or like the fourth or fifth round of the cup and mid-table, I think, you know, what you do in the FA Cup is irrelevant. You've already had your cup run, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm positive for Burnley tonight. I think Burnley will win the game tonight. I don't think it's going to be one of those where, you know, it'll be on the Carabao Cup highlights and it'll be on for about 10 minutes. It'll probably be the one goal that you score from a corner, and then that's it. But I'm going 1-0 Burnley. I just seen Doug's comment.
Yeah, it's true though. It's true what he says. You know, the Carabao Cup and Dash, they doesn't do cups. I mean, come on, Doug, if you are back and you're ready, pop on, give us your shout. We can even touch on the Liverpool game, etc. that from last weekend. Obviously, Burnley will probably play Nathan Collins as well, our only other signing this season so far.
I like the look.
I think he's going to be really good. I think, to be honest, we could have brought in Flaming, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some shitty conference defender, but like we could have brought somebody in from like literally the next town who's been playing in defence for like Cone or Padiham or Nelson or something. Stick him alongside Ben Mee and he'll turn into a world beater. That's the thing. That's the thing about Ben Mee. Tarkowski did the same. Michael Keane.
Yeah,
Michael Keane were the same before that.
Yeah.
So, you know, Ben Mee is such an unsung hero in my opinion. So yeah, Collins is probably going to play today because he hasn't had much game time in the Premier League so far. I mean, he's still only 20, so fair enough. Paul says he's going positive despite our cup form. 2-1 Burnley and Collins on the score sheet. So I would take that.
Hopefully
Retro, my man.
Hopefully the Collins scores for us on the score sheet tonight as well.
Perfect time for me to say that another Burnley fan will think that we'll win 2-1, mate.
No chance, Paul. This is the north. This is the north, mate. This is what happens tonight. It's going to happen. We're going to win tonight.
Doug,
hey, why not?
Doug, what a hero.
You just want Sunderland in next round.
Yeah, then Newport, then knock them out. Get Newport, knock them out again.
We want a big team.
Yeah, so he'll want to play us, so we'll knock you out first.
God, if we have Burnley away, oh my God. I won't go, of course I'll go, but oh God.
That'd be good. The missus says she's missed half of this. I think she's just switched us off, mate, because she's getting like that.
It's what Dyche is going to do for the cup anyway, isn't it? So,
evening, mate. Hope you're well. Cheers for tuning in. Obviously, saying evening to myself and to you guys as well. So, thanks for tuning in, mate. Obviously, go and check out who's behind the stat.
Yeah, it is evening.
And,
check time. I didn't realise if it was evening. Bloody hell.
We're in the evening now. That's it. Yeah. It's not far off. Oh, here we have Stephen.
What?
Stephen.
How's it going?
The main man.
And you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Obviously, unfortunately, the TV cameras have decided to pick a championship side against West Brom tonight.
Yes, they have.
They decided to show Arsenal, obviously, on TV.
He's got the nude.
Because we're heavily entertainment, mate.
Yeah, they've come to see a West Brom masterclass, obviously.
Of course. It's a Mikel Arteta masterclass, mate.
Well, it will be.
Let's get relegated in 5 minutes.
Why don't you make a documentary about it and stick it on Amazon?
No, I'll get copyrighted.
How have you been, mate? You all right?
Nothing on nothing. It's called Nothing on Nothing, you know.
How have you been? You all right?
Yeah, I've been not too bad.
Are you looking forward to Arsenal West Brom? What's your thoughts on that fixture?
Well, if he doesn't win this, then we need serious help. Right. Then does that really rest my case with all these Arteta fans? Like, give him time. Give him time. We've given 18 months.
Give him time.
Yeah.
18 months.
He's had enough time.
He's had enough time.
Bye-bye.
But it's a new season, so they forget about the other 2 years. You know what I mean?
All than you.
Like they don't exist.
We do.
No, I mean, what were your thoughts on seeing, recent pictures of Arsene Wenger with Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah,
Obviously, he's got a new role now, hasn't he, Wenger? He's not, but it's still that like, why are you being pally with someone from Liverpool for, you arsehole?
Yeah. Someone gave him the sort of power to try and change the offside rule. Who gave him that idea?
Should have given it to the Glazers. They didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, that's a funny thing.
So obviously, as you can see, it was Stephen, who's a massive Arsenal fan. Retro, who's clearly in here lapping it up. I just fucking love that beard, man. I love that beard. I'm jealous. I'm jealous because mine literally gets to about here, and then that's it. I've got that one loose hair that goes longer.
I've had to shave mine off this morning, so
goatee.
No, baby's bum.
Yeah,
it's always as smooth as a baby's bum, mate.
Alan?
Is that what your missus said the other night?
Oh, doubt it, mate. I've got hair everywhere else other than my head.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know, to be honest.
Like a gorilla lad. That's it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Retro's had to go.
He's sponsored by Manscaped, mate.
I'll try. I might even drop him a message and just say, watch a couple. You've been mentioned a few times, just in case. Just in case. But yeah, obviously,
I can imagine you being tired with the kiwi fruit.
The missus says my beard can stay like that. Yeah, I keep telling her I'm going to grow it out. I'm going for I want like a full Dumbledore going on. Oh, I'd even take that. I don't even know why I'm trying to be like too optimistic and go for a Dumbledore, to be honest. Newcastle to beat Team WWE. Listen, right? These pissing Liverpool fans, right, who constantly whinge that we played dirty football, right? How can we be playing dirty football? I'd love to. The thing that bugs me, right? The thing that really pisses me off and bugs me about this is we now hold the record for the most games gone without receiving a red card.
Yeah, but hang on, Dan. Like that is why Wenger was linked with Klopp, right? Giving him tips how to moan about beating teams that are too physical. You know what I mean? Like and Wenger used to come. Oh, you used to be soft. You got to be soft with our players, right? It's always not fair. You've got to be soft. No, tell them to toughen up, man.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much
football.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much. You watch these videos back of like Vinnie Jones and stuff, literally kicking lumps of shit out of each other,
grabbing people by the nuts.
Yeah, and the referee's just like game on. Referees just like game on, play on, and stuff like that.
Get on with it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'd love to see Kevin Ellison play against Liverpool. He would run into him, and Mo Salah would be on his way to Old Trafford.
As I say, I still can't forgive Kevin Ellison for ruining my bet one time. I actually put it on a tweet a long time ago. I put it on a tweet, and he actually messaged me. He actually messaged me back on his personal Twitter saying, "Sorry, mate, but gambling's a mugs game or something." With like a fishing emoji, and I thought, "You bastard! I can't believe he just did me like that."
Yeah, he's messaged me before as well because I kind of mugged him off. I said when we signed him, I said, "Oh, what the fuck's he going to do? A 40-year-old signing?" and then he scored the winner against Port Vale, I think it was, and he messaged me with the tweet and retweeted it and said, question mark with the I was like, piss off. Piss off.
It's good though that people can do that.
I'm glad it's a bloody private message and he didn't tweet me because I would have been bloody crying. I would have blocked him.
The only reason I let it go is just because I thought, this nobody, this has been that's.
Oh yeah. When he knocks Saints out of the cup tonight.
Then I'd shake his hand tomorrow, mate. Honestly, and I reckon you'd be buzzing. I reckon you'd do more than shake his hand.
Well, we won't get into it. Oh,
yeah. Just in case Manscaped are watching, he would happily shave his knackers for him. Is what he's trying to get at.
Up the port.
Obviously, he as much as he says we're a WWE team, he's gone for Newcastle to beat us by 2-1. Wilson and St. Maximin. If they even play.
I'm surprised if any of those 3 players that he said to score a goal play.
Yeah, I think if anything, you're going to get probably Rodriguez
Joelinton.
and Richardson up front for Burnley, probably. I'm not
Joelinton.
exactly sure. Yeah.
Goalinton.
Yeah. Hopefully, it'll be goal hinting all night, and nobody will get the in, and he'll just not bother. Paul says Stone Cold Sean Dash, but Sean Dash, baby, love it. Retro is back. He's back. Just like Newcastle, he pops away and then turns up when you least expect it. Oh, bottle of juice. Get in. Why are you not on your own brew? Why are you not on Snooky Brown?
No, I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so
you need to get them sunnies on.
Man. Like Liverpool, man. I don't like Newcastle Ale.
Newport are crap. Arsenal's getting worse. We're getting worse. Burnley just Burnley.
I'll tell you what, I'll take that as a compliment. You lot got absolutely dog's abuse then, and I just got Burnley's Burnley. I'll take that.
Really, Steve.
Although if I was on somebody else's channel, I reckon I'd get the dog's abuse, and whoever's channel it's on, I'd be like, yeah, and Arsenal is Arsenal, and Newport is Newport.
No, mate. Look, you may not notice. Here's the weird phenomenon about any other sort of Arsenal channel compared to mine. Like, I get abuse left, right, and centre. I take the abuse on myself. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, unlike these Arsenal fans that love to like try and be positive or anything like that, no, I'll just take the piss out of it. Fuck it. What else? If you don't do it, you're gonna cry. Like,
of course you are.
Yeah, so you might as well just laugh it.
Of course you are. Obviously, Mike. What time are you setting off to your?
That's the theatre of dreams. I'm joking. Well, it doesn't matter what time. It's literally 5 minutes down the road. So,
happy days.
I've got such a luxury. I could pretty much see the ground from my bedroom window. So,
save money then. Save money. Just hang out at window.
No. I can't miss the first game in 5 minutes. I can't remember the exact figure, Dan. I said it to you earlier in the show, but I can't remember the exact figure. I wrote it down somewhere. But
no, it's good. It's good, honestly. Like I say, being back at the turf against Brighton, as much as the result didn't go our way, just being there, just having that crack with all the fans and things like that.
When I went to the West Ham game, I felt uncomfortable. Yeah, in a way, I felt really uncomfortable. I was like, "Am I going to like this or not? I'm going to find it really hard." Being near people I haven't seen in season. It was weird. I felt really weird from back.
Yeah, but in true Geordie fashion, though, you get pissed before you go in. Before you go in. You're already in there. Next minute, you got your arms around guy in front of you.
I'm not going to be harsh, but he's a Newcastle fan. He probably needs to get pissed before he goes in. It's like an Arsenal fan, and he's just people saying, "I'll get one."
That's what he just said.
Smashed.
Yeah, you're there supping Budweiser and making sure that you have a good time before kick-off. Arsenal are going in there supping fucking baby sham.
No,
I'm drinking a cup of coffee to keep me awake.
You've got a coffee?
No, I was drinking a cup of coffee to keep me awake.
Bloody hell!
That's how boring it gets. No, it should be lively. It should be lively tonight.
It should be. So obviously, Mike, I'll start with you. Newport against Southampton. What you going for? What's your score prediction?
There's. I know this is cliche about head and heart, but head. Well, I don't know what team they're going to play. I mean, I can't even tell you the team because it's 2 hours till kickoff. But
yeah,
if it's a full strength team, then I think we might. And I mean their full strength team, the one that played United on the weekend. I think they might just do us 2-1, or we can take them to penalties. However, if it's a rotation side, I said 1-0. I think our full strength side is better than their rotation side on our day.
1-0. Fair point.
Oh no, it's a Burnley channel. I can't get stick from fellow Newport fans if I say it, because none of you are probably going to check up on the Newport score tonight. So 1-0.
Hey, Mike, you did a raid on this channel, so there's going to be quite a few. There might be a couple that are just like, "Oh shit, has he really just predicted that?"
Yeah, 1-0. Hey,
why not? You've got to stay strong. Got to believe.
And I'll make sure I go to the lucky McDonald's before the game. I'll go to it every single game. I'll be going into it tonight to make sure get a lucky Big Mac and then.
I was going to say, what's your poison for McDonald's? What's your poison? What do you prefer?
What do I prefer? Well, if it's something light, then just a Big Mac. But if it's a proper meal, then I'll call this thing called the mukbang, which is a Big Mac, and you tear it apart and you put a chicken select in the middle. So then you've got a Big Mac and a chicken select in the middle. So it's a bit of a McDonald's
continental bugger, you.
Yeah. So Big Mac tonight. Big Mac.
Happy days, Stephen. Obviously, West Brom are probably going to be quite a tough test, really. Obviously, West Brom will be going out.
Everything's a tough test.
They started really well as well, West Brom, really well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've only just come down. They've got a point to prove. They're known as the boing boing baggies for a reason, because they bounce up and down the division season in, season out. Surely you guys have got to go for it. And as you stated earlier, if he loses this,
he's out.
He's got to be. He's on borrowed time, surely.
He's been on borrowed time since the semi-final. I can't get these fans why they're saying give him extra time. I'm sorry, I can't get it. So
new manager.
It's not about extra time because but it's not about extra time because of the players. It's the fact that he's tactically inept.
Yeah,
you can clearly see it. So you can bring as many players as you want. It's not going to improve. Yeah. So we should be winning it. Whether we will is another matter. I'll say 2-1, but I'm not confident. And that says it all. If you're not confident to go into this game winning it, then there's seriously something wrong with the manager.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. What's your prediction for today? I think it's going to be a tough game. I can understand why they've picked it.
I said 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, I'm glad you added that bit. just narrowed it down for us.
You have to add that bit because no one knows.
Until I clip it without that bit, and then that's fine. And then I show it at end when West Brom have won 2-1.
and then just add a bit that someone has said West Brom and just add Stephen's voice over it.
Yeah. Just do a voiceover. For Burnley, I'm not entirely sure. As I say, I think it's going to be a mix of kids in Burnley's lineup. I think you'll see Rodriguez. You'll potentially see.
Is Phil Bardsley still knocking around?
Yeah. It won't surprise me if Bardsley starts on the right, Hennessy in goal, centre back of Collins and maybe Bobby Thomas. I'm not sure. Left back, probably Eric Peters or Anthony Glennon. I'm not too sure.
Oh, please get through Burnley. I want to play Burnley. I fancy myself against Burnley.
Of course you would. Left wing, I'm not entirely sure who we'd put on there. We are literally screaming for wingers. Obviously, news came out, if people are still watching, that Maxwell Cornet is apparently in Manchester to thrash out terms for a deal to join. Fingers crossed he does, because it's the first flaming. It's just the most interesting signing we've been linked with for ages. The way it's gone on, from a Burnley perspective, is like the Sancho deal to United. Where it's all over, but it's all over Burnley Twitter, just like Sancho's all over, the Twitter of Manchester. But
Sancho's still trying to get into the team. He's still on his way.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's settling for little appearances from the bench. I don't know. It must piss him and Donny off big time. But
Donny's integrated into the bench now. He's part
of the fabric.
Yeah, he is part of the furniture. Yeah.
Now, Mason Match Days, thank you for tuning in. I know this isn't relevant, but what does everyone think the third kit colour will be? From what I've heard, it's supposed to be like a navy blue colour. I'm not sure on what's going to happen. I did see somebody put a concept kit up the other day, which was how a lot of teams last season played with black kits that were sort of the badge was black, the sponsor was black. It was almost like a washout. It was really, it actually looked pretty smart, to be fair. And I'll maybe share that on my Instagram if I can speak to the person who made it, and give them obviously credit for that. But yeah, it's rumoured to be navy blue, and it should I'm hoping it should be released in the next month. But fingers crossed. We'll see what happens with that. Knowing Burnley, they'll release it flaming 10 minutes before kick-off of a game that they decide to wear it, because we're always last minute with everything. Scoreline for us today. As I say, we already played them pre-season, beat them 1-0. I've got to be optimistic of that. As I say, Newcastle will probably have the two Longstaff boys in midfield. Perfect time to come back that way, isn't it?
Well, don't worry, you don't have to worry about them then if they play.
Yeah. I mean, as we said earlier, Mark, I'd take a Burnley 1-0, get into the next round. Get into the next round. Hey, who knows? Who knows, mate? You're all right.
We're going to go out. I'm negative. I'm negative. Trust me. We're going out. We're going out.
You've got to remain positive, mate. You've got to remain positive.
I can. I'm the most negative Newcastle fan ever. I'll always back us to win, but when I get there, I'll be like, right, yeah, 1-0 defeat incoming. 90th minute, Shane Long winner.
Shane Long.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, Shane. I'm devastated of what Southampton team could play later on, because if they take this seriously, we are screwed. Because they've got some real talent, like El Yunusi. El Yunusi, that winger that was on loan at Celtic last season, he's quality. That Nathan Teller as well, the right back that played against Man United, Livramento, he was brilliant. It's just worried. I'm sticking with 1-0, but yeah, I'm still worried about it. But
why not, mate? You've got to remain positive.
I'm gonna get off.
No worries, Stephen. Everyone, Stephen, before you do leave, give a shout out to your channel, give it a plug. Obviously, I know you've got a video coming up.
Yeah, I've got a stream coming up at home, which I'm probably about 2 minutes late for, but anyway. SVD TV, do Arsenal football and F1 content whilst raising money for Children's Living Disease Foundation. So, come and give us a subscribe, and make sure you subscribe here first.
Oh, cheers, pal. Thanks for coming on. Obviously, it means a lot. So I'll see you in the comment section of your video anyway. Cheers for coming.
No worries. Take care.
Take care, pal.
Come on, West Brom.
Obviously, I'm hoping I pronounce it right. I think it's safe or
safe gaming. Probably.
Yeah. And do you think we'll sign Maxwell Cornet? Well, the offer was accepted. I think it has been done. There was
Romano tweeted about it, because I don't know if Romano tweeted about it.
Yeah, he actually did. He actually did, and everyone was thinking, right, shit, well, that's it. Things got real. So there was also another journalist who has something like over 170k followers and stuff. Right, so, he must obviously know something. He's apparently said that it's all been done. He signed a deal till 2026. But, it's like all fans say, until he's holding that scarf above his head or holding a shirt in the training ground or on the pitch, it's all rumours at the end of the day. Hopefully he signs. Knowing Burnley, we've probably made this big deal about him. He'll turn up and be an absolute
flop.
Yeah, proper fucking donkey or something.
it's a bloody Joel Linton or something like that.
Yeah, it's worse than Jonathan, man.
I mean, he's got a good record. I mean, he's scored 4 goals against Man City in Champions League appearances.
Yeah, I think he will turn out to be a good player. It's just, I don't know. It's
just a good player in a Burnley side.
Yeah, I won't comment on that, but...
Yeah. Hey, give it 2 more years, mate. Kevin Ellison's coming to Burnley. What are you on about? He's in the same age bracket then.
Oh yeah, you said that. You messaged me that before. You said Kevin Ellison's on his way, but do you know what? That guy is. If anyone has fallen out of love with football, just watch Kevin Ellison. Some of the things he says in his press conferences. He told Mike Flynn's not going to be at the game today because he's got COVID, unfortunately. So we're going to have our assistant manager, but he told our manager that he doesn't want to play in the first round against Ipswich. He only wants to play if we get a Premier League team. I mean, the guy is literally Comedy Central. He did play against Ipswich, but the guy is literally Comedy Central. And some of the statements and things that he comes with are pretty funny. But
it's mad, isn't it? It's mad, man.
But yeah, I'm not buzzing for Burnley Newcastle because you
don't
get buzzing for it.
Neither of us. We're not. We just know it's going to be a proper shithouse kid, like battle of the kids.
We're going to beat them. We're going to beat us, mate.
All right, okay. If that's the avenue going down, we're going to thrash you, bastard. That's it. You're going down.
Second league table. The Geordies, bottom of the league. You lost 4-2 at the West Ham United. And you lost 4.
Mate, go back. Watch Newcastle versus Newport County, mate.
We dominated you in that game. We dominated.
We beat you on penalties, son.
Yeah, penalties. He was really dominated you. We dominated you. We dominated you.
Oh, Safe says he would definitely add some pace to our squad. Yeah, we've been screaming out for pace for years, and the only pace we got was a chairman. So fingers crossed it does get done. Everybody's in here saying get Cornet signed. I agree. I think we're still undecided on whether it's Cornet. Max
Cornet.
It could be Cornetto.
Exactly. Everyone said if it doesn't show a trailer of him signing by walking up to like an ice cream van in a Burnley kit, and sort of Alan Pace just hands him a cornetto, and he just sort of was like,
he's going to do a veranda at Old Trafford. I can see him. Who have you got next? Your next game is at home, right?
Yeah, we've got Leeds on Sunday.
Maybe I know it'd be a big ask, but I never thought it for Varane. So maybe he might get unveiled at Turf Moor on Sunday. You never know. Anything.
It's been a while since we've ever done something like that. I think the last time we announced a player during a game was Ian Wright, if I remember rightly.
And that's a key signing. So that's the avenue I'm going down. Maybe because this is probably the biggest signing for Burnley for a long time. Maybe they might think, right, we'll announce it the proper way rather than on social media, because this is huge. This signing for Burnley could revitalise the sort of tapestry of Burnley football.
The way it's being spoke about as well, the fact that he could be our highest earner, and things like that. I mean, we absolutely love Stephen Defoe. We loved Stephen Defoe when he was there, and he scored 4 goals for us while he was there. And people say, how can you be a legend at a club after only scoring 4 goals? But it's the fact of the way he played. That he didn't score in the game that we beat Liverpool 2-0 in, I think, 2014, and it was the fact that for the second goal he knocked the ball past about 3 Liverpool players to feed the ball to Andre Gray to then grab the second. So it wasn't just about his goals; it was his all-round play, the flair that we had in the team because of him. Yeah. So I'm hoping we have something like that. I just have a feeling he's going to be like that proper old school Patrice Evra type player that just bombs forward and can't be asked getting back.
Dan James don't know where he's going or what he's going to do. He's just going there fast.
I'm going to head off in a minute, Daniel. I'm going to down a minute.
No worries. I'll let you head off, mate. Obviously, give a shout out to your channels and your Instagram and everything, mate.
Retro NOC on YouTube, mate, and Instagram's Retro NOC. I've just come back after I had a break of having a very big break. I've been keeping away from it. I needed that break, but I'm back now. Won't be doing many videos. I do once, couple of weeks and all the time.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And hopefully Newcastle win tonight at home.
Well, if you do,
Sunday on Saturday.
If you do, mate, I ain't got any problems with it. Trust me. Like I say, we don't do cups, so I'm already writing us off before we've even kicked a ball, to be honest. But cheers for coming on, giving us a perspective of Newcastle. Up the Steve Bruce Barmy Army and all that.
No, up Steve Bruce
Barmy Army.
Yeah.
Take care, my boys.
No, it's take care. Mark Ashley is king, mate. Mark Ashley is king.
Come on, Southampton. Tonight. Beating you for county.
Uncalled for.
See you in a bit, pal. Take care.
Right. See you later.
So obviously, that was just a cheap dig, weren't it, before he left? Obviously, going off what Saif said, do you think we'll get the personal terms agreed before deadline day? It has to be. If he's already in Manchester today and it's already been spoke about that he's already potentially signed, then surely it's got to have been done. I think obviously we're also looking at Will Hughes. I think if we can get this corner, Will Hughes and a pacey striker in, I think we're going to be in for an interesting season. Plus, we've been screaming for a winger. Like Graham said, thanks for tuning in, Graham. Westwood and Brady, you know, Brady for me, obviously he's no longer in the team, but you know, we released him from his contract earlier than, you know, the rest of the players that were being out of contract, which for me screamed that we was confident of getting a winger. Unfortunately, it's come to a couple of days before the window ends, and we're still waiting to thrash out terms for one. But who knows? As I say, I think the personal terms, if they've not already been agreed, will have been done today. If not, you know, they'll have already been offered, and it's just a case of waiting for him to say, you know, yes or no, basically. But we'll see how it goes. As Paul says, we need bodies in at this stage. We need more than bodies, mate. We need more than bodies, massively. Announced at half time. I'd love it, even if he turned up at flaming Newcastle and came out. I'd love that. Knowing our luck, though, we'll announce Aaron Lennon signing on a short-term deal again. But who knows? Who knows? When do you think we'll get the deal done? Well, it has to be done before Tuesday. So before the end of Tuesday. So
I'd say Sunday at half time.
Yeah,
I really think that. Oh, either at half time or before the game. It will get done.
It'll be the pick me up. It'll be one of them signings that picks all the fans up before the game, and then we get beat off Leeds, and it knocks us back down to earth again. And then he plays the next week against Everton.
Leeds,
and then that's it. Bang.
Leeds must be thinking, bloody hell, can you stop unveiling players against us? It happened at Old Trafford with Varane. It's going to happen at Turf Moor with Corney. They're like, piss off. Stop announcing signings.
Yeah, that's another thing. A work permit. I mean, I think it'll be all right. I think there's not a lot of trouble around work permits recently. You used to see it a lot, but it's quite easy to get round these days, the work permit situation.
Yeah, and the British, I can't remember what it is, but obviously because he's coming from France, he needs the British sort of acceptance, and then he'll need to isolate. And he probably won't play till mid-September, but I mean, if
probably
from mid-September, I don't think Burnley fans will care. You know, you're going to get a quality player at the end of it. I mean, he's valued at, you know, mid 20 million, and you're going to get him for 15. I think it's only because his contract is running down. That's why you're getting him so cheap. And I've seen people on social media saying, "Oh, well, there must be something wrong with the player if Leon are letting his contract run down." I'm like, "Well, no. I mean, he wants to leave. He wants to go to the Premier League, and he's blatantly said that as well. He said, I want to play Premiership football because it's the best league in the world." Whether going to Burnley is what he had quite in mind. But,
so this is the thing, though. Stephen Defoe actually said at the first, you know, he was trying to thrash out terms, and we didn't know whether he were going to sign. People were saying he doesn't want to come here, and yet you see him all over his Twitter and stuff saying that moving to Burnley was the best move he ever did. He'd love to come back in some capacity later on once he's done his coaching badges and things. So we're clearly doing something right. And even if we are being used as a stepping stone, I mean, he's only, 23, 24? So who knows? Who knows? The only people that's going to reap the benefits is us if he plays brilliantly. And then, obviously, the fact we'd already spent 15 million on him, that's going to double or /triple depending on what he does for us. So who knows? Yeah. Who knows? The only worry that Burnley fans could probably have with this deal is this being bought as a replacement for McNeil? And I don't think it is. Personally, I don't think it is.
I think that would be a mistake. And that's I was going to point that up actually when you said, you know, who plays on the left-hand side. If that is the case, Cornet comes in to replace McNeil. Why don't McNeil play tonight if Cornet is going to be brought in over the weekend, or, you know, between now and the weekend game against Leeds? So say, like, you know, in hindsight, Cornet comes in tomorrow and plays against Leeds. Play McNeil tonight then if Cornet is a replacement for McNeil. But I think McNeil is a quality player. He's a special player, Dwight McNeil. He's got pace, but he's also got a hell of a lot of technical ability.
Yeah.
And I think he reminds me of a quick Juan Mata. That's the type of player he reminds me of. Someone who's technically gifted. Like people say, you know, if Juan Mata had the legs that he did 5 years ago, he'd be the best player in the league. And I kind of agree with that. He's got the technical brain, the football brain, which I think McNeil has. And also, you know, he's got the pace that, unfortunately, a lot of players with a good footballing brain don't have.
No, we've been screaming out for a winger like that as well for a while. As we've always been that sort of side, like that likes to dominate down the wings.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have someone like that. Obviously, Graham says there is a lot of Burnley fans that whinge all the time. I do agree. There is. There's fans out there that still think, well, we've got the same squad from 5 years ago, so why aren't we challenging for another European spot? Maybe it's just that luck was on our side. You've not seen Leicester win the league again since, have you? So, let's not, push the boat out. Save says, when we get Maxwell Cornet, what do you think the Burnley FC revealing will be like? As we've already said,
it's got to be.
It's got to be. Graham says, I miss trips. Mate, if we don't get Cornet now, I would literally add an extra 5 million, hit that release clause for Kieran Trippier and bring him back in a heartbeat, mate. I really would. I think he's solid. He's already come out and said that he'd play for Sean Dyche again. So
the thing is, Trippier could play as a winger as well. I think he really has the ability to do that. So. I know it's not ideal, and I think a lot of people always say this when teams try and shoehorn players into positions they can't play. But I think Trippier, my granddad said it before until when he played in the 2018 World Cup, I think it was. He thought Trippier was a winger, and he said he should go to United because they haven't had a winger since Beckham, when he's a right back. And he went, my God, he played like a winger. I said, yeah, I know he's a quality player. Really like Kieran Trippier.
He is. I think he's still got a lot to offer as well.
Went to La Liga, the third best team in La Liga on paper, and when I won the league, so you couldn't write it. But yeah,
exactly, he's doing something right. Ankit, thank you for tuning in, mate. Big up to your bad self. Hope you are well. Paul says Dwight McSauce ain't leaving. I mean, that's what you can have. That's what you can have at McDonald's. Some Dwight McSauce.
I'll rather have McFred.
Oh mate, I'd rather take a fork to a dog shit bin, to be honest.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Save says if we don't sign Maxwell Cornet, we'll go down.
I think so. There's worse teams in the league.
It's a bold statement, a very bold statement. Is that?
I think there's worse teams in the league.
Yeah, definitely. Graham says Brill free kick.
That was it. He said Beckham free kick. I went, Grant.
That's the only thing that bugs me about that game against Croatia. That obviously everybody's hopes were up, and we were dancing around, and then all of a sudden Croatia just went and stabbed us. And yeah, the less said about it, the better. Painful memories, but it's always nice to see an ex-Burnley player obviously doing well. And
I'll tell you what, it didn't bug me that day, that night.
I agree with Graham there. Dash, we trust. We do.
Yeah. And this is like I said, this is nowhere near like a sackable game. You can't ever get sacked from losing in a cup unless it was the FA Cup and you're Man United and you've put your full strength teammate to bloody the postman down the road or something.
That's the thing though. Fergie were going to get sacked at one point, weren't he? When he joined from Aberdeen.
Yeah.
He was set to be sacked, and then obviously the game against Forest, it all changed, and results started picking up. And
one thing I will clear up as well. Solskjaer is nowhere near Ferguson. When people say, "Oh, but Ferguson nearly got sacked," I was like, "Yeah, but Ferguson came in with a pedigree, broke the old firm domination in Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland manager. He's got pedigree. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't got pedigree. Where, if he was to be honest, I'll be brutally honest. I don't know if there is any Man United fans. They're probably all hiding under a rock, hoping that Varane and Sancho are going to play on the weekend. But if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked tomorrow, I wouldn't be annoyed.
No. I think obviously taking you to second is Brill. The fact that the team that he's got right now is probably the best chance he's going to get of taking them to win a title.
Yeah. Well, even Jamie Carragher said it. Jamie Carragher said last season's squad was title winning worthy. This one's even better by adding I know Liverpool fans are going to scream. They always do scream because they're assholes, but we won't get into that debate. But,
all right, lad.
What do you mean? Virgil van Dijk, the best player in the world. But no, Varane's the best centre back in the world, and we've brought him in. Sancho's one of the. I'm not going to say he's world class yet because I know when I said that last time, I nearly got my head bit off. But he's got the potential to be one of the world's best. And adding that to the players that we've we had last season and the squad we had last season, then as soon as I said that, a Liverpool fan joins. What's the bloody luck in that? But yeah, I think that adding those two players and Tom Heaton, don't forget good old Tom. Backup.
Yeah. The missus has said, I think Dash is a while off retirement just yet. Yeah, going back to Safe's comment, when Dash retires, do you think it will go down? I mean, not really. No, I think there's many years in Dash yet. He's probably one of the youngest managers in the Premier League.
Similar to Crystal Palace, really, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, of course it is.
Same.
Of course it is. I mean, it's like exactly who. We'll see it with Palace this year. Roy Hodgson steadied the ship there. If they go down this year, who's to say we're going to do the same? But at that point, we could be languishing in League Two.
Or you could be stable, mid-table, like 13th every year in the Prem. But, football can change. That's what the beauty of football is. And that's what makes me even more upset with that whole Super League shenanigans. The fact that the game I'm going to tonight would have had no relevance, because whether we would have got to the final of whether we would have won the Carabao Cup wouldn't have made no difference. Where this season, if we go on to win it, we'll be in the Europa League playing probably Arsenal, actually.
Nah, they'll be in that conference version.
Yeah, they'll be in the UEFA conference.
You'll be above them. I do agree with what the missus has said towards the end as well, that obviously there is scope where Dash could potentially go on to bigger and better things after us before he retires. Hopefully he's with us for some time yet, and I totally do agree. Waka has said, first of all, thank you for tuning in. Burnley don't know how to get relegated. Seen a lot of people saying they're going down, but I don't think they will. And I have to, even taking the claret tinted glasses off, I do agree with him, although I do worry for us. But if we played like we did against your lads the other week, against teams around us, we'd be fine. I feel we'll be fine. I think we actually played pretty well against Liverpool, but it just wasn't meant to be. Which obviously they'll be happy about, because the last 2 years we'd drawn and won there. So, they'll be happy to get that monkey off their back.
Another thing they'll cry about.
Honestly, the thing is, right, I saw a lot of people saying about it. It's intimidating his Anfield for the first 2 minutes.
I was when you said that, I was like, oh, please don't. But yeah, they literally. I've been to Anfield. First 2 minutes, you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk on. You'll never walk alone. Nothing. Last 5 minutes, Liverpool. It's literally all it is. It's so. And then they moan about their atmosphere. I mean, I went to Cardiff Brighton last night. I said to a few Brighton fans, this is a crap. In their eyes, that was a crap Brighton away attendance, and that was louder than some Premier League teams I've seen like supporting in a Premier League game when I've gone to watch United. So it's some teams get overrated for their atmosphere, and I think people do that because of the size of the club. And massively. People don't want to like Man United's atmosphere is crap, and they're the biggest club in the world. Well, biggest club in England anyway. And people always say Old Trafford is an amazing atmosphere. It's not. It's silent, pretty much, apart from the Stretford end. So, and places like Burnley, Palace, Watford, Southampton, Brighton.
Your lower end teams away from home, the atmosphere is electric. I mean, even at the start of that Liverpool game, they were singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" and stuff, and you could still hear the Burnley fans chanting "Come on, Burnley" over them.
I remember the famous clip of West Ham out singing Liverpool at Anfield with Bubbles, and that was the loudest I've ever. And they really did sing over it, and it was and that's what I mean. Liverpool's reputation gets overhyped because of the club. I think if it was Marseille what wrong team to talk about after what bloody happened. If it was Bayern Leverkusen or something in Germany, it wouldn't get talked about the way that Liverpool do anyway. But yeah.
No, I agree. Obviously, the missus has said last time Burnley got relegated, they were back in the Prem as quickly as they left. Totally agree. And we're stuck with Dash. Safe said.
Back to the days of Owen Coyle.
Oh, don't even remind me of that pillock. I mean, I was watching something to do with, I think it were an Under the Cosh podcast with Danny Graham. And he says Owen Coyle's methods were just so strange. He said it didn't work at Blackburn, but it worked at Burnley. I don't know why, it just did. He said, but everywhere else he went to, he's tried to sort of install the same thing and it just didn't work for him. He said, and there was one game where he was getting absolute pelters from the stands and everyone were calling him a wanker and everything like that. And then in the next breath, a ball comes out to the side of the pitch. He sort of rolls it up his leg, does like a fancy flick and ends up getting it to players' hands. And he turned around to his bench and went, "Hey, not bad for a wanker, am I?" You know, fair play to have that source to say that. Fair enough. Fair enough.
The thing is, to receive banter, you've got to be very to receive it. Sorry, you've got to be very good at giving it, because if you just if you receive it, then you're just gonna make yourself look like
they said he was proper like retro. That he was proper retro, where he was like, even in training he'd take part, or he'll do striker drills for strikers, but then he'd step in front of a striker and score instead. And he said there were one time he went to like hit this ball on the half volley, and as he's hit it, he just shouted, "Coyle!" Like people used to shout Rooney, Ronaldo, Beckham. He shouted out his own last name and smashed it on half volley. I'm just like, well. So I don't know whether it's arrogance or what, but fair play. I mean, don't get me wrong. For us, he was a cracking manager for what he did, putting us up there in the Prem in the first place. You know, without a shadow of a doubt, we'll always respect him for that. But for the way he left the club was just. I mean, taking a sideways move, being classed as a Bolton legend after only 27 games. Yeah, okay then, mate. And Bolton are 10 years ahead of Burnley as well, apparently. I mean, I think it's been 10 years since he last managed Burnley, hasn't it? No, not yet. Yeah. No? Yeah. Yeah, it has. 2009, yeah. 10 years ahead. Look where that got him. Yeah, Mr. Owen Coyle did amazing at Bolton.
Legend.
Yeah, Bolton legend. Bolton legend.
I'll tell you what, Josh Sheehan's going to be a Bolton legend. He left us for Bolton. I knew he was going to leave us at the end of that season after we didn't get promoted. He scored 4 goals, 2 assists in 4 games, and he's classed as a Bolton hero. Like, come on, get off it.
He weren't even that much of a hero at Leeds, so I don't even know why. Like, I think I'm on about. Oh no, I think that might have been Alan Sheehan or something. I'm not sure. I might have got it right. I might have got the wrong one.
I was going to say I don't think Josh Sheehan played for Leeds, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously, Safe said he's really eager to get Maxwell Cornet to play against Leeds. I mean, I think Dar should be eager for a transfer to be straight in, hit the ground running. It would be good because obviously Leeds, you know, Maxwell Cornet against Rafinha, that'd be nice to see.
And Junior Firpo as well, their wing back.
Yeah. I mean, big things expected for him. Charlie, hope you are well. Thank you for tuning in. Big up to yourself. Somebody got a picture of Maxwell Cornet in Manchester today. If you find it, send it me. I'd love to see that because I've not seen that. I'm surprised that it's not been all over Burnley Twitter, to be fair, but that'd be good because obviously, you know, it backs up what's being said. You know what it's like when you've got your little minions and spies out there trying to get that sneaky pick of them turning up at the airport. The missus says, "How are Bolton doing, by the way?"
They're 7th in League One, a point off playoff.
Yeah, I think they're on a revival.
2 wins, 2 defeats this season. 2 wins, 2 draws. Sorry, they haven't lost this season yet.
It is what it is.
That'd be terrible if you went down and they went up.
Yeah, if you can find each other, that'd be great. Give it, that'd be great, son. It'd be great. Send it to us on Instagram.
I'll tell you what, man. When we look back at the table at the end of the season, if we're not top 4, then that's going to be a disastrous season. St. Maximin, we got Joe Willock now.
Oh, we've got the picture, but obviously I can't look at it yet because I'm on my phone, guys. So I will have a look at it when we've come off stream. But I mean, we will start to wrap it up. But Mike, obviously, you've got to head out literally down the road. I mean, is there not a pub between you and the ground?
No, I'm gonna go into town, which literally have to go past the ground, to go to town, to go to the pub, to come straight back. So, but yeah, we'll be popping in there, getting one to settle the nerves, and then get the Lucky McDonald's, and then we'll be
Lucky McDonald's and a coffee.
And a coffee, a nice hot white coffee or a latte.
Oh, continental, love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good luck to Newport tonight. Hope you go and smash Southampton. Obviously,
I'll take a 1-0 defeat. I'll take a no 1-0 defeat. Bloody hell! I'll take a 1-0 last minute winner. That's what I'll take.
Why not, mate? Why not? Honestly, good luck to you. I think you'll do. I think you'll do all right. I'll be looking out for it myself.
And what's your prediction?
For you guys, I reckon you take it to extra time, and then
it goes straight to penalties.
Oh, does it? Right.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. If it's going to penalties, if it goes to penalties,
we've lost our last 2 games against Premier League opposition on pens against Brighton and Newcastle. Lost our last.
Third time lucky, mate. Third time lucky. That's it. Newport on pens. I'm saying it now. Newport on pens, mate. That's it. It's happening. It is happening.
There's the ticket.
Hey, happy days. So yeah, you go and enjoy that. I'm sure we'll see a vlog on it and things like that. So yeah, 100%. Enjoy that. Where can people go and see that vlog when you do finally get that elusive win?
That's that. We are going to win. But yeah, Mike Green is the YouTube channel. I don't really post on social media as much anymore, to be honest. So just subscribe to the channel, Mike Green. Recently hit 1.3k, so that's very good. And hopefully get that man to 200 subscribers.
I do that all the time. I'm like, what am I doing? It's that way.
Sometimes I just, if you see me, I'll just like rub my to see which way. That's a tip that I do. But yeah,
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, so just go like that or something, and then go, yeah, there. But yeah, so yeah, Mike Green on YouTube. Vlog will probably be out around 10 o'clock. Depending on how the game goes, obviously, if it penalties and stuff, it might be a bit later. I won't be able to do a reaction for the 3rd round draw, should we get through, because obviously I'll be walking home. But yeah, if you can check that out, it'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, so guys, if you are still in here and listening and earwigging and whatever you're doing, if you've just got us on the sideboard while you're having a bath or a shower, whatever you are doing, do go and follow Mike. Do show him some love, show him some support. As he said, his channel is growing and growing and growing, and hopefully we can emulate, follow in them footsteps. But yeah, these Newport boys, they're getting everywhere. That's it. The word is getting out, Mike. You're getting that word out. So yeah, please do go show Mike some love. Show his channel some love. Hit the subscribe button, as you can do with us as well. Obviously, you're here, you're on the channel. If you can see that subscribe button is still red, give it a click. Let it grey out. You can follow.
We don't like red.
Yeah, exactly. We don't like red. It's the wrong shade of claret, mate. It's the wrong shade of claret.
It's nowhere near amber, so I can't have it. Amber's not burnt.
Hey, I love it. I mean, please, as I say, please do check us out. Show us some love. We are nearly at 200 now. We aren't far away. I think last I checked, we're at 164.
168, I think it is.
Sweet. So as I say, we've got another 32 to go. Let's do it, guys. Let's smash it. Me and the missus, however, are going to be doing a pub walk. This is on the 18th of September for Pendleside Hospice, and there's going to be a lot of money raised, a lot of efforts going into it. Even local breweries have even made their own like beers for it. There's barbecues at certain pubs and things, so it's worth the walk, in my opinion. Out for a bit of free scran. Well, I'm hoping the scran's free. The beer, however, I know that won't be, but I'm sure there'll be a pump round the back with my name on it. Either way, we're going to do this, raise a lot of money. The link is in the description if you are kind enough to want to make a donation. It will help. We are only trying to raise around £60. I think we've hit £50, so we're only £10 away from hitting what we are asking for. It will be great. As I say, all donations are welcome, from 10 pence to 10 grand. Who cares? Just, we're here for the love. We do it for the love. But yeah, Burnley Newcastle tonight. Obviously, we'll be watching, probably trying to get a a bit of a live on that old HG. I said HD. I mean, it's
homegrown.
No, honestly, I'll take it homegrown. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of homegrown talent on the field today as well.
Yeah.
Get a bit of game time as well. You see how I plugged that in there? Very good. Honestly, guys, thanks for tuning in. Mike, you've been an absolute legend as always. Yeah. Enjoy the game. Good luck. Go on. I was going to say go grab the 3 points, but yeah, pipe dreams, son. Pipe dreams.
Saturday away at Salford. Save that Saturday.
Oh, that'd be good. Morehouse Brewery Pump. Yeah, we have got a brewery literally just about a 5-minute drive away, which is called Morehouse's Brewery. So I might have to raid that since it's my namesake. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. I've been Dan. He's been Mark. I got it straight away. Get in. He's been Mike.
Yeah, he's been Dan. And we'll have to get a comedy sketch. The Dan.
Why not? Thanks for tuning in. Good luck to both sides tonight. Up the Clarets, up the Port, and let's get it. Let's get them flaming wins in the bag. On to the third round.
UTC. Don't have to say it for both then.
Happy days.